So, I have not watched the Phase 3 preview from the WoW guys. I haven't seen this yet, guys. I've actually not been on any social media or, anywhere where you can see what is announced. Okay, I know that Sunken Temple is going to be the raid, though. That's all I know. I knew that for a while, though. I'm going to be going over this and any other news regarding Phase 3. In case you were living under a rock, Phase 3 is coming out 4th April. So yeah, pretty soon. So 9 more days for Phase 3. A lot sooner than expected. We didn't think it would be like until late April, maybe even May. So this is great news, honestly. I was becoming pretty bored of Phase 2 myself, so it's nice to have some new content coming out soon. Let's see what is in store, guys, in Phase 3 of SOD, okay?
I'm Claystone, Associate Production Director of WoW Classic. Welcome to our Season of Discovery Phase 3 preview. As our team has shared in the past, we have been blown away by the reception to Season of Discovery, and we're so excited to share this sneak peek at what's ahead with you. So with that, let's take a look at what we'll be covering today. We'll kick things off with raid information. Then, a preview of rune abilities, followed by our PvP updates, changes and additions being made to world events, a look at what's coming to professions, and close it out with a very important system update. And more, which you're definitely going to want to
A system update? Well, I wonder what that is.
Stick around for. All right, so just like last time, some disclaimers. We're going to put the build up on PTR soon to check our era and hardcore realms. But like all the other phases, Phase 3 of Season of Discovery will not have a PTR for player testing. Still, there will be some data mining that occurs in advance of the launch. But as we've been saying since the beginning of Season of Discovery, not everything data mined will actually be in the phase or future phases, so speculators beware.
I mean, here's what happened, right? A lot of people data mined stuff from Phase 3 and Phase 2, whenever Phase 2 went on the PTR, right? And Blizzard, I believe, they changed stuff that is data mined based on player feedback. So, like, people were like, oh, these weapons are from the raid are pretty bad. 2.7 speed, two-hander. This sucks. They made it slower, right? Some runes. Oh, these runes are going to be terrible. No one's going to use them. They changed them a bit, right? So the data mining is like kind of a W for Blizzard, because then they can kind of like class balance a bit or like make tweaks based on player feedback on those data mine stuff, right? So they're probably going to do the same thing again here. Like something gets data mined. Oh, this looks terrible. They change it. A good example of this, by the way, was that one rune that Warlocks had. What was it called? Where when you apply corruption right before it falls off, it deals 1 tick of damage. They buffed that, I think, to do 2 ticks of damage. But yes, it's still bad though. But this is an example.
And conversely, there's more to discover in this upcoming phase and beyond than we're going to talk about ahead of time. And we want your feedback. Everything we do across Classic continues to be a journey that is co-written by you, the players, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts on all of it. All right, so I'm sure it is a total surprise that absolutely no one saw coming that the Temple of Atal Hakar, aka the Sunken Temple, will be...
Everyone knew it was going to be Sunken Temple, bro. Everyone knew. Like, I believe there was like a data mine that like there was an ID changed to Sunken Temple, which kind of indicated already it was going to be Sunken Temple. But even if that didn't happen, like, it's like, okay, Maradon could have been a raid, Zul'Farrak maybe, but like Sunken Temple made more sense. It actually looks like a raid.
We are new and first 20-player level up raid. This raid is jam-packed with 8 bosses.
8 bosses?
Tons of new items.
That's the biggest raid so far. Damn, bro. I hope these bosses are easy. Blizzard, listen. Make them easy, okay? Please. Please, bro, I beg you, Blizzard, easy bosses. I want to go in there drunkest with, like toilet paper on one of my eyes, and be able to clear the raid, man. I don't want to have to use my brain, dude. All right, I just want to one-shot every boss and get the best loot in the game. It's classic WoW. Please, don't put in mechanics in the bosses. Just make every boss just have no mechanics. Seriously, we don't need mechanics, guys. Just give them a bunch of HP and we can pump the bosses, guys. Please. Thank you. I'm already worried, guys. 8 bosses, man? Oh my god.
Items, including new item sets, new and revamped epic drops, and up-leveled and rebalanced quest rewards.
That's from the raid, right? So I wonder what's gonna happen with the warrior quest, Diamond Flask. Is it gonna be like an epic trinket now, or who knows? Maybe it's gonna be worse.
This is also when the level 50 class quests come online, which will provide a wide array of powerful items for each class. Jumping into a quick preview of a few of the bosses,
Okay.
The first boss in this raid is Atelarion, a massive berserker troll that acts as a bit of a janitor, cleaning up or potentially eating any person or thing that happens to fall down from the atrium above. If the fall doesn't kill you, this guy definitely will. Next up, we have a brand
so
new
he's
boss,
just like- okay.
the Festering Rot Slime. This engorged, gelatinous monster inexorably
That's
patrols
new.
one of the outer rings of the Sunken Temple, consuming any wandering adventurers hapless enough to cross its path. A bit further into the raid, we have Jamal
That's rolling
An
bosses
and
again,
Ogon,
man.
a priest and an undead avenger, utterly dedicated to seeing the blood god Hakar return to the mortal world. These two will keep you on your toes and have a few tricks up their sleeve to keep the fight interesting each time you encounter them. The last boss in this preview is the mighty green dragon, Aranicus. Aranicus has been having a bit of a bad dream for the past few decades.
I guess
And that dream
he's
is
not the final
manifesting
boss?
in our world in a variety of ways, which Nora will talk about in just a little bit.
They wouldn't
For
preview
those that
the-
make it to his lair,
Would they preview the final boss? I'm not sure. It might not be the final boss, guys.
we can't recommend waking this big beast up, but if you do and are able to prevail, a lot of sweet loot will no doubt
Maybe he
await
is.
you.
Maybe he is the final
Speaking
boss.
of loot, here's a quick look at some of the awesome rewards you'll
here we
find
go.
inside the Sunken Temple. First up, we have a new take on the Drakestone item with
Drakestone of the Nightmare Harbinger. Okay, so like the Drakestone was like an item you could get from like the mini bosses before Aranicus. And it was like really, really good if you got a good proc. If you got like shadow damage as a warlock, it was like bis or pre-bis. So yeah, it looks like they changed it now. I don't think it's RNG anymore. 23 shadow damage, 23 arcane damage, and 7 damage. What? This is so overtuned. So this has 30 spell power if you play a warlock that's shadow, a shadow priest, or an arcane mage. Yeah, that's never gonna get replaced until like I don't know AQ 40. God damn. Okay.
the new Shadow
that's
Arcane
really
spell
strong.
damage variant. Next up is a rather unique weapon. Yes, it's an axe gun.
What? Temple Explorer's Gun Axe. 47.4 DPS, 3.3 speed, 18 strength, 15 stamina. Fire the gun axe at your target, dealing 122 to 158 fire damage and additional 75 damage over 10 seconds. Some call it the Gax. I mean, that's not bad, honestly. Like, it's actually, it's pretty damn close to the weapon from Mechatork. It might be better. I mean, it has less strength. I don't know. It's very close to it, right? If you don't have the Mechatork weapon, you can get this, but this is not the best weapon in the raid, I assume, right? Kind of cool, though.
Shamans and paladins have felt left out for quite some
That's not
time
gonna
when it
be
comes
best
to
for
having
sure.
ranged weapons, and short of Egan's blaster, there's
Gun
not
axe.
much for them.
Wonder
Now,
what it looks
you
like.
too can have a gun that you can swing like an axe or shoot like a gun, with a cooldown, of course. It's unfortunately a bit slow on the reload. Lastly, we have a quick look at our tier tokens. Similar to AQ40, we'll have 2 different tokens with several classes on each. We really like the token system in Nomergon,
Oh, okay.
but it sometimes felt a bit bad to be rolling against the entire raid whenever one dropped. So now we'll have 2 different tokens, and multiple will drop on each boss that can drop.
How is that better? Like, what? I mean, what do you mean? Like, so now, like, oh, the boss drops the tokens that I don't need, so I can't need on them, so I don't feel bad I need it against 9 more people. What? What is this? What do you mean?
Set tokens. And here's a quick look at some of the epic rewards. First off, we've got a glow up for the classic Embrace of the Serpent robe for healers. We've also updated the sword.
Wait, they nerfed it. This used to be better. Add more DPS. I mean, it's still really good. This is probably BIS, right? Like 40 DPS. And then the chest, wait, is the cam covering? Hold on. This is better, guys? Yeah, that's just still a good sword, of course, right? And the chest has a lot of stats. That's a lot of stats. You're probably going to want to have this as a healer, at least.
Dragon's Call. One cool thing about
That's
this
an arcade
weapon
mage healer,
is
though.
that we've added several brand new glow effects for weapons in this patch. And this is one of the first items to take advantage of having a very fancy, but still quite classic, new glow. And just
Okay.
like in previous raids, we've got several fun items lined up as well. The first item is the Atalai Blood Ceremony, which allows you and a friend or frenemy to play a deadly game where only one survives. This item is great for when you need to decide something, and a coin flip just won't cut it. The Unorthodox Hex...
Wait, what? So, like, you press this trinket and then you just maybe kill someone or kill yourself? Like, surely there's, like, a agreement first, right? I wonder how that works. If you can, like, grieve people's whereabouts with this without them try... Like, there's someone just chilling in, like, Orgrimmar. It's like, and you press the string, you kill him? Like, I wonder how that works. Okay, interesting. Unorthodox Hex Stick, perform an ancient... And 1 minute cooldown, by the way. So you can use this a lot. Unorthodox Hex Stick, perform an ancient Atali Hex upon yourself. A test for only the strongest of bonds.
Hex Stick allows you to embrace your inner critter and transform into a disgusting little creepy crawler to dazzle and disgust your friends.
Okay.
These are just a few examples, and there are several cool things coming with this patch. We've intentionally left the best ones for you to discover yourself. Lastly, one bit of feedback we took to heart this patch was that a lot of updated quest rewards for previous level up raids could feel a bit underwhelming. So for Sunken Temple, we've actually gone a step further and helped...
This is true, by the way. The Nomergan items were terrible from the quests. Except the legs, right? Like the legs with high agility. But even then, there were legs in the raid anyway that had the same agi. So yeah, this is what he's talking about.
To rebalance and restat many of the existing quest rewards. The first example here is a Vanguard helm, and you can see we've made it a bit more attractive to the classes that can use it.
That's a lot of
and
stamina.
Helm of Exile as well. And while not a quest reward, we have also carried forward some of the work we did updating dungeon drops in the previous phase.
I don't know, actually. Like, do these guys know that people have the epic helmets from tailoring and leatherworking?
And revamped even more dungeon drop rewards, including Princess Theradras's Scepter.
Ooh, it's a feral druid weapon now. Damn, okay. That's not bad. It's not bad. I think it's still worse though than the STV weapon, but okay, you know, feral druid that doesn't want to do STV, you can do Maradon. I wonder what they did to the Maradon dagger, boys.
And with that, I'll turn it over to Matt to give us a preview of runes and just some of the new abilities you'll get access to.
Hey folks, I'm Matt Everett, Senior Engineer on the...
Oh my god, a new Classic WoW guy. See guys, I told you, there's a lot of people working on Classic, dude. Like, Matt Everett. Hello, welcome Matt. Welcome to Classic.
Classic team. I'll go over some of the new runes you might find in Phase 3. Before that, I want to note that we heard your feedback that a lot of runes last phase weren't accessible until level 40.
Yes.
We tried to balance Phase 3, so you'll find more runes while leveling, but you'll still have some to look forward to at 50.
Okay, that's
Let's
good.
look at Druids first. Gore gives you a chance to reset some...
Striking a target with Lacerate, Swipe, or Maul has a 15% chance to reset the cooldown on Mangle, Perform Mangle, and Grant 10 Rage. That's pretty good, actually, if you're hitting 3 targets with Swipe. Okay, I'm assuming like it counts per target. Striking a target with Mangle Cat or Shred has a 5% chance to reset the cooldown on Tiger's Fury. I mean, that's very low chance, but resetting cooldown on Tiger Fury is big though, yeah? Like, damn, Ferdinand is going to be so much RNG now. You got to get crits. You got to get clear cast procs if you're going to play... Actually, you don't play clear casting. Never mind. Maybe you do. I'm not sure. But you got to get this to proc, so then you get, like, permanent Tiger's Fury, permanent energy. Like, when you get Tiger's Fury proc, you get 15% more damage and 60 energy. So they have more energy to use more shreds to maybe reset it again. That's going to be very luck-based, but damn, that's powerful if it procs now.
Some key feral cooldowns and generate some...
Might make power shifting not as popular because, like, you know, you have more energy all the time. But I guess if you power shift, you get energy back to do more shreds to get more resets.
Rage.
Yeah, so you're gonna power shift.
Improved Bark Skin gives you all the benefits of Bark Skin without the drawbacks.
Your Bark Skin can now be cast on allies. No longer penalizes melee combat speed. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Bark Skin in Classic WoW reduces your melee attack speed. Like 20% or something. It makes your attack slower. Or spellcasting time. And can be cast while shapeshifted. That's really good. So what are they doing here, guys? Are they not gonna give Feral Druids 2 DPS runes? So you have to pick Gore, and then you pick Barkskin, because like everything else is utility. Maybe like, you know, Warrior was the same, by the way, in Phase 2. So Feral Druids were one of the few classes that got 2 DPS runes. To pick, you know, 2 like DPS on the belt and then DPS on the boots. So maybe this time it's gonna be 1 DPS for Feral and then 1 utility. I mean, this is really nice though.
And you can cast it on your friend.
Kind of RNG. I'm not sure how much of a DPS increase this Gore thing is going to be. 5%.
Next up are Hunters.
All
With
right.
Lock and Load, your
Ooh. What? Each time one of your traps is triggered, your next shot ability within 20 seconds costs no mana and does not incur a cooldown. Damn, that's actually pretty cool. So you can go multi-shot, or chimera shot, or explosive shot. Wait, this is not that bad. Like, keep in mind, I can throw 2 traps. Is there no internal cooldown on this? So I can throw like immolation trap, proc this, chimera shot, and then throw a I don't know, like a slow trap, right? Chimera shot. I'm not sure if there's snake trap in classic. I don't think so, right? But this is not that bad. Yeah, of course, it's not the version where you get like 2 free explosive shots, but I mean, Chimera Shot for a ranged hunter does a lot of damage right now. Getting like an extra, you know, Chimera Shot every 15 seconds. No, every 2 free Chimera Shots, right? Every 15 seconds. But you have to throw traps. It's not that bad. I don't know. This is okay. I think this is pretty good.
traps grant you a free shot with no cooldown.
If there's no internal cooldown on this. If there's an internal cooldown, then it kind of sucks.
This could be a great 1-2 punch with something like double Chimera Shot. Focus Fire lets your pet build up Frenzy, which increases its...
Consumes all applications of Frenzy. Okay, so your pet gets Frenzy, which is in Beast Mastery. Does that stack with the Beast Mastery one? Consumes all applications of Frenzy from your pet, increasing your ranged attack speed by 3% and granting 4 focus to your pet for each application of Frenzy consumed. Okay.
its attack speed. You can activate it to consume your pet's Frenzy, boosting your attack speed and granting your pet focus.
You don't want to have that if you're running a wolf, of course.
Next up are Mages. Deep Freeze is a powerful 5-second stun on a frozen target.
Okay, this is pretty good for PP, of course. Also, if you're gonna play Frost Mage, you can use this. Yeah, so like in Wrath of the Lich King, you have Deep Freeze, and it's the hardest hitting ability in the entire game. I don't think anything's close. It can crit for who knows actually, because no one plays Frost Mage. But I remember like critting like really big numbers in Naxxramas with this. So yeah, 578 to 673. I mean, it's kind of small, no? Is this undertuned? It probably scales really well with spell power, actually. I hope so. Yeah. It probably scales really well with spell power, and you should be able to crit like 5k with this. Otherwise, it sucks for rating.
Target. If the target's immune to stuns, it takes significant damage instead. Balefire Bolt lets you live on the edge of risk and reward.
What? Unleash a reality-distorting burst of raw magic at your enemy, dealing 250 to 525 spellfire damage. Each time you cast Balefire Bolt, the damage of your next Balefire Bolt within 30 seconds will be increased by 10%, and your spirit will be decreased by 10% for 30 seconds, both stacking up to 10 times. If your spirit reaches 0 as consequence, you will immediately die. This spell will be checked against the lower of the target's arcane and fire resistance. Are we playing Frost Mage then? So you can Ice Block at 9 stacks, and then stack this up again, and then at 9 stacks, Cold Snap, Ice Block, do another 9 stacks, and then by then the boss is dead, and you get a rank 1 parse. Seems good. Maybe. I don't know. That's how you would play with this, right? Assuming you can remove a block. If you can remove a block, then yeah, you probably want to play Fire, because it's a fire spell, right? So you get Ignite, but you can take Ice Block and Ignite. So, interesting. Damn, they're adding a lot of bolts with Mage. You got Spell Frost Bolt, Frost Fire Bolt, and now Balefire Bolt. You only want to use a bolt at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, what would you run with this? I guess if you get 2 crits in a row with this, does this trigger hot streak? So then you use hot streak. Does it trigger missile barrage? Probably. I mean, I don't know. Interesting spell. Cool.
Ward, dealing heavy damage but decreasing your spirit.
That's a lot of damage, by the way, guys. Like this is a hard hitting ability. I want to point that out. Like this here, this is gonna hit hard, bro. It's gonna be like almost half the damage of Incinerate from Warlocks.
If you reach 0 spirit, you die. And by the way, if you're leveling a new mage, you might find this rune earlier than you expect. Paladins. Improved Sanctuary makes you even...
Increases the damage prevented by your Blessing of Sanctuary. What? What is... by 100%. And increases damage done by your Blessing of Sanctuary by 30% of your shield block value. Dude, this is big, actually. Guys, this is big. Prot Paladins, gold farming, wet dream right here, bro. This is insane, actually. Like, you are reducing double the reduction from Blessing of Sanctuary, bro. Yo, Prot Paladins. Yeah, like, hello, this is big. This is big.
Tankier, increasing Sanctuary's
not for raiding,
damage
though. Like, I don't think so, but
and
for
damage dealt back to
farming.
attackers. Wrath lets you crit with Consecration.
Ooh, your concentration damage can now be crit, and damage from your Exorcism, Holy Shock, Holy Wrath, and Consecration spells gains additional critical strike chance equal to your melee. What? This is insane. Oh my god. Okay, so you're gonna play Red Paladin. You're not gonna take Repentance. Hold on, bro. Wowhead. Let's go Classic. Tools, Talent Calculator, Paladin. You're gonna do like... Yeah, bro. This is gonna be big. I don't know what you take, actually. Do you take this? I'm just putting random shit here. Don't add me. I'm not sure what Paladins take. Just putting random shit here. Don't worry about it. So you can do this, right? And then you go like... Phase 3. Yeah? You take this. You take this. This is it right here, boys. Level 50 requirement. Who cares about Repentance? You get Consecration, right? That's big, bro. You're still a Red Paladin. You still got all the juice in red. But you also get 10% more strength than before. You get 15% more damage with your Seal of whatever it's called. The thingy that people are using right now. And you get Consecration. That's big. Damn, red might be good. This is a good rune, man. Like, it makes you scale your crits on spells, and then Consecration can crit. Interesting.
And applies your melee crit chance to your Holy Shock, Holy Wrath, and Exorcism spells. Let's look at Priests. Pain and Suffering allows your Mind Flay ability to refresh the duration of Shadow Word Pain, while Surge
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
of Light causes your crits to make your next smite or flash heal instant cast. Rogue.
Whoa, what? Critical spell cast cause your next smite or flash heal within 15 seconds to be instant. Wait, so if you crit with smite, you get your next smite is instant. So you go smite, smite. Okay, that's interesting. So this could be like a smite priest rune, potentially. I like that.
Your crits to make your next smite or flash heal instant cast. Rogues. Honor among thieves.
Please don't fuck rogues. When any player in your party critically hits with a spell or ability, you gain a combo point on your current target. This effect cannot occur more than once every second. Dude, that's huge, bro. Whoa. Whoa. That is massive, guys. Right? Like, when people crit on it. So every second you get a combo point. That's going to be a lot of Envenoms, bro.
Thieves is incredibly powerful, granting you a combo point each time a party member scores a crit.
It
does have a short cooldown, but you'll be swimming in combo points with this rune. Cut to the chase makes it easier to keep...
Your Eviscerate and Envenom abilities refresh. Oh shit, they actually put this in the game. This is a good rune. And this is good rune for the noobs. You basically refresh your Slice and Dice or Blade Dance, which is the tank thing, if you just Eviscerate or Envenom. If both are active, only the one with the shortest time remaining. That's good. That's good, boys. Like if you can get both of these, yeah, you can get both of these. That's pretty good. No real utility here, but I mean, yeah, you don't have to slice and dice, bro. You just do it once and that's it.
Slice and dice up by allowing Eviscerate and Envenom to refresh it back to its max duration. Next up are Shamans. When you deal melee damage, Mental Dexterity applies your intellect to your
Bro. No, they put this, bro. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy. I didn't think they would do this. Alright, dealing damage with your melee weapons increases your attack power by 100% of your intellect. This is actually a talent in Wrath of the Lich King, a separate talent, which you need to put 3 points in it. And then you get 30% of your you get 30% spell damage and healing based on your total attack power. And that's also another talent. I'll be kind of interested to see if people are gonna keep using Rockbiter or use Flame Tongue, because this is gonna make Flame Tongue a lot better, because you're gonna get spell power, but you're getting spell power based on your attack power, right? So like Flame Tongue, Rockbiter gives you like 400 attack power, which is 120 spell power. You're probably gonna use Rockbiter, maybe double Rockbiter. This is a ridiculously good rune. It's gonna make your shocks do a lot more damage. Your totem's gonna do a lot more damage, right? Damn, that's massive for Shaman, guys. Oh yeah.
attack power, and
Massive
then
Shamans.
applies 30% of your attack power to your spells. Riptide is a fan favorite that instantly
Ooh, Riptide. Okay. Resto Shaman saved. Heals a friendly target for 458 to 498 and another 486 over 15 seconds. Your next chain heal cast on that primary target within 15 seconds will consume the healing over time effect and increase the amount of the chain heal by 25%. The spell also triggers Ancestral Awakening. That's another rune, I think. Okay, it's pretty good.
heals the target for an initial amount and then heals for a similar amount over time.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ellie Shamans, if Ellie Shamans and also Resto Shamans are using Mental Dexterity and they're auto-attacking the boss every minute, right? Because then, okay, look, like, so all you gotta do, right, is just like, just get some mass right here, right? So double Rockbiter, I think without being an enhanced, provides about 650 AP. Times 1.2 because you have the wolf, right? You're alpha, right? Beta, I mean. And then you also have attack power. Your class has attack power, right? Like, you know, I don't know how much attack power you have. Let's just say you have an extra 220 attack power, make this easy. 1000 attack power. So that is 300 spell damage and healing for running Mental Dexterity with double Rockbiter and just auto-attacking the boss once a minute. Of course, you're gonna do that as a Ellie Shaman and Resto Shaman. 300 spell power. That's the same spell power I have on my mage fully buffed. So, okay. I'm not gonna say anything else about that.
When you chain heal a target with Riptide active, it gets consumed to power up the chain heal. Warlocks. Pandemic makes damage over
Periodic damage from Corruption, Sable Affliction, Curse of Agony, Emulate, Curse of Doom. What? Curse of Doom can crit, guys. Yo. Wait, do people use Curse of Doom in Classic, though? I don't think so, right? That's kind of pog, though. Alright, this is good. So you can crit with your dots as a Warlock. Rip people in PvP.
over time spells even more overwhelming by letting them crit. With this rune, you can summon the iconic Fell Guards to supplement your stable of demon pets. The Fell Guard is a powerful melee damage dealer capable of both tanking.
What? The Felguard benefits from all talents and effects that trigger from or benefit any of your other demon minions. That's crazy. So you can get anything on it. Wait, what? Wait. There's no way, right? Does that mean the imp one affects it? No way. That's like 30% more damage, right? So like this will affect it, guys. 30% more damage. What? That's crazy. No. That doesn't make sense, right? Like that's what it says, man. Like it says benefits from all talents and effects that trigger from or benefit any of your other demon minions. I don't know. Yeah. All talents. I wonder if that means all this works and this works for it, and then maybe it's only for this. I think it's only for this, guys. Fell intellect. Yeah. And fell stamina. Yes. That's what. It's not what I thought it was. You see these 3 talents over here? How it says it increases the damage bond on your Void Walker, your Succubus, Incubus, and stuff like that. That's what it's referring to. So yeah, you can't take improved imp and it affects the Felguard, right? No, never mind. That would have been
dealing out
completely
serious
overpowered.
punishment. He's not the only new demon you can summon this phase, but I'll let you
Okay,
discover
warriors
that on
next,
your own.
guys. Get excited.
Warriors. With Taste for Blood, your
Ooh. Whenever you rend that causes damage, your overpower ability will activate for 9 seconds. Okay. I don't know. This is not that good in Classic, bro. This is dog shit, actually, guys. No, this is bad. I'll explain why. So, look. This is how Warrior works in Classic right now. You get 25 rage, you auto-attack the boss, you proc Wind Fury, you have 100 rage. Like, you're literally permanently at 100 rage when you rage. Like, if you're a good player, you have 100 rage permanently. So, like, why would I want to go in Battle Stance and drop 75 rage to do an overpower, and I gotta keep Rend up, which, by the way, is also Battle Stance. And then I gotta go back Berserker Stance so I can Whirlwind and use my Berserker Rage, which is a Berserker Stance. Bro, this is not that good, man. This is not that good. Oh. I hope there's another option. Yeah.
Rend damage lets you use Overpower once per 6 seconds. Sword and Board gives your Devastate and Revenge.
Devastating Revenge abilities deal damage. They have a 30% chance of refreshing the cooldown of your Shield Slam ability and reducing its rage cost. Okay. Is Shield Slam good in Classic? I don't remember, but cool. I like that.
Chance to reset Shield Slam's cooldown and make it cost no rage.
All right.
This time, Warriors get a bonus rune. The much requested Gladiator stance.
Oh, what? An aggressive stance that increases damage is on the boots. Wait, so right now on the boots, you don't have anything useful, right? It's just utility. An aggressive stance that increases damage while you are wearing a shield by 10% and increases block chance by 10%, but reduces armor by 30%. What is this? So you have a shield. If you have a shield, you do 10% more damage. You get 10% more block chance, but you lose 30% armor, and you lose 10% threat. While wearing a shield in Gladiator stance, you may use all abilities that are restricted to other stances. Okay. Okay, so basically you do a lot more damage, right? Because defensive stance makes you do 10% less damage. So this is like 20% more damage, right? And you have 10% more block, but you have less armor, and you get less threat. Or is it like what? Yeah, you're gonna do a lot less threat. You're gonna do less threat because like defensive stance has increased threat modification. So like this is less threat, but you do more damage. So maybe it's about the same. But you can use anything, any ability. I don't know. Like maybe it's good. Yeah. You can run Taste for Blood with this, right? You go like fucking overpower spam. This could be okay. I don't know. Not what I was expecting.
Lets you live that sword and shield gladiator fantasy. This increases your damage when wearing a shield, as well as letting you use abilities from other stances at the cost of survivability. This is one we've really been looking forward to bringing to the season, and we can't wait to see what warriors are able to do with it. I love watching players work together to find all the new runes each phase, and I'm looking forward to this one. Up next, Nora will join us to talk about PvP updates.
Hey, thanks, Matt. My name's Nora Valletta, and I'm a lead software engineer on WoW Classic. I'm here to talk about some of the other updates we've got coming in Phase 3, starting with PvP.
Guys, I love PvP.
One of the things we've learned from previous phases is that PvP can be a bit rough when the only thing available is PvE gear that is generally set up with output stats rather than survivability stats. As a result, we're going to be introducing a brand new level 50 PvP set that requires ranks 5 through 7 to equip and earn.
Okay.
This is similar to the rank 10 and rank 13 PvP sets in that it's a full 6-piece set with appropriate PvP set bonuses. There will also be a starter set available from a new faction called the Emerald Wardens, but we'll go into more detail on that later on.
Wardens.
Here's a quick look at a few of the new PvP set items.
Okay. So this is not meant for raiding, it's meant for PvP. It has like high armor, decent stats, and then you get 3 set 15 more stamina, and then 6 set is 18 more damage. That's pretty good. That's like for paladin, right? Holy paladin or something like that, or red paladin maybe. And then this is like boomkin or whatever, like 15 more stamina, 18 damage, same thing. Okay. And then this is like for healer clotties. Okay, so this is just PvP gear. Okay.
You'll notice that they are a bit more specialized and focused than the previous level 60 PvP sets were. Each class will have a variety of sets available to them, such that multiple different specs or roles are covered. We're also making a few adjustments to the Blood Moon event, including adding brand new rewards for level 50. We'll also be adding a new currency for the
No. Why? No. Really, bro? Like, who cares about Blood Moon, man? Like, it's a terrible event. No one likes it. People that like Blood Moon are retards. Like, just don't do this. Yeah.
Level 50 rewards called Massacre Coins, which you'll earn when killing higher level players in the event. We'll be retiring the
Just remove the event from the game, actually. That would be better.
Stained commendations that are currently available from the Bloodcoin vendor. Any existing commendations that you have will still function after the patch, but don't hold on to them forever. They will expire after 2 weeks. We think it's okay if you're able to bank these now to give you a bit of a leg up on PvP ranking at the start of the next phase, but we don't necessarily want you to be able to hoard enough coins to get you all the way up to rank 14 later on when that rank becomes available. We'll have a new PvP honor consumable.
Wait. So, like, what? Hold on, I had to rewatch.
Few adjustments to the Blood Moon event, including adding brand new rewards for level 50. We'll also be adding a new currency for the level 50 rewards called Massacre Coins, which you'll earn when killing higher level players in the event. We'll be retiring the Bloodstained commendations that are currently available from the Bloodcoin vendor. Any existing commendations that you have will still function after the patch, but don't hold on to them forever. They will expire after 2 weeks. We think it's okay if you're able to bank.
So you can hoard them now for next phase, but they will expire after 2 weeks, but you can still like benefit from next phase. Okay, I think that's okay, that's fair. So people will be able to just get rank 7 instantly, pretty much, but you won't be able to get rank 14. I think that's actually
now
pretty
to give
good.
you a bit of a leg up on
good.
PvP ranking at the start of the next phase, but we don't necessarily want you to be able to hoard enough coins to get you all the way up to rank 14 later on when that rank becomes available. We'll have a new PvP honor consumable token for level 50 as well, purchasable with the new currencies. And how about some gear? Here are a few of the new items available via the Blood Moon event in Phase 3.
So this is it's literally the same thing, but it's like more stats. This is new. This is pretty good. This This is pretty good. Yeah, 36 attack power. This is. There's no way this is not BIS. So like Paladins, you gotta do STV. Sorry. Headhunter, barbed spear. What? What class is this? Anyone can get it? I don't know. Okay. Blutter's crossbow. Wow. 3.1 speed, man, with agility on it. Holy shit. Hunters gotta do STV as well. I'm sorry, Hunters. You got you gotta get this, Hunters. Sorry. I know, but you gotta get that, bro. Yeah, you gotta go get that, bro. Yeah, 3.1 speed. You gotta go do STV, my friend. It's gonna be fun. Don't worry, it's a lot of fun. And trust me. All right.
Do note that the Headhunter's barbed spear is a warrior-only weapon. We also realize that ranged hunters may have felt a bit left out last time, so
is it
we've
better
gone
than the
ahead
gun
and given them a
from,
pretty strong crossbow option in
Nomer,
this
guys?
round. Well, Phase 3 of Season of Discovery will soon be upon us, and with it comes new loot, new opportunities to gain experience, and new adventure. Let's take a quick look at our new PvE world event called Nightmare Incursions. Picture, if you will,
PvE world event. Nice. No more PvP events. Thank you, Blizzard. I don't want a PvP in this game anymore.
the 4 emerald portals scattered across Azeroth. At this point in history, the Dragons of Nightmare, Terrar, Ysondra, Emerus, and Lethan.
Dude, I told you guys. I told you. What did I say yesterday? What did I say, bro? I told you SOD is a way to get people that play Classic to get used to retail stuff. Retail has the Emerald phase. We get the Emerald phase in Sword. Guys, what I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Like, am I not right, bro? Like, it's working, dude. You're getting used to some retail stuff right here, bro.
Have not
Hell
yet arrived
yeah.
to spread their terror.
Dude, they should put Mythic Plus in Classic. I want Mythic Plus in SOD, guys. Let's do it. Let's start. Go on the forums. Let's get Mythic Plus in SOD right now, bro. Let's do it.
However,
Let's
as you approach each portal, you can't help but sense hidden danger. Something's not quite right. Those brave enough to enter an emerald portal.
I'm assuming, by the way, that they have removed the level 60 elites here, right? For sure. Yeah, because like where these areas are, there's like level 63 elites. Also, a second question. What happened to the Scarab Lord thing? Because the Scarab Lord event has you going to these locations and killing these elites to get a chance to get an item. Gotta do all areas. So I'm assuming, like, I don't know, did they forget about that? They said they're doing Scarab Lord.
Will be plunged into a realm seeping with
Maybe they
corruption and
remove this
overrun with
once
dragons,
the event starts.
treants, and other poor souls driven mad by the corruption. But beware, not all foes are alike. Some enemies can be defeated by a single seasoned adventurer, while others are perhaps too powerful to be faced alone. Nightmare Incursions offer repeatable PvE content for levels 25 through 50.
What?
To check it out, simply enter one of the 4 emerald portals located in Duskwood,
How does a level 25 do it? Are the mobs scaled or?
Ashenvale, Hinterlands, or Feralus. This is a
Oh, it's based on the zone. Okay, so yeah. So Ashenvale for 25. Okay, cool.
great new opportunity to earn experience.
Yeah,
and
and then
those
Feralus
who
for
choose
higher.
to jump in and fight the corruption will have the chance
So
to earn
Feralus for the
reputation
51.
with an all-new faction called the Emerald Wardens. With great danger comes great rewards.
Rep farm, boys. Let's go.
The
Rep
Emerald
farm on
Wardens
each
will
alt.
be very grateful for your
Yes.
help and will be offering a selection of choice new items to sweeten
When
the deal.
account-wide rep.
One of the cool things about Nightmare Incursions is that we plan to include some rewards at different player levels, as there will be content available for players roughly level 20 all the way to 50
I want to
across
give you a level
all
up doing
4
this
Nightmare
on your
portals.
alts. Be cool.
The first example is this Nightmare Siphon Trinket, which could be
Level 20. Restores 150 health and mana when you kill a target that gives experience or honor. That's amazing, guys. Wow, I like that. That's actually really good for leveling. Level 20 trinkets.
really fun for low-level alts. For level 50, we have the Roar of the Dream, a somewhat
Uh, 14 stamina. Your harmful spells have a chance to increase your spell damage by 66. Okay, bro. That's good. I mean, well, proc chances, but 14 stam though.
What unique rune
Damn.
that has a sizable spell damage proc on it? Lastly, we also plan to take a page from the Burning Crusade playbook and make a level 50 PvP set available at Honored with the new Emerald Wardens faction.
Oh, relax. Damn, okay, this is pretty good. Set bonuses though, kinda mid, not gonna lie. 6 set for 20p, but hey, good stats though. But this is not like Biss, right? Like, I mean, hey, listen, shoulders right now, all shoulders kind of suck, right? Like this ain't bad. This is probably, actually, is it still worse than the chicken shoulders?
Make a
it's
level
not that
50 PvP set available
Maybe
at
the
Honored
shoulders
with the
are the
new
weakest
Emerald
part of this.
Wardens faction.
Cool though.
This set isn't as powerful as some of the other PvP item rewards we plan to add this phase, but it's a good stepping stone into the better items later on. With
Yeah.
the launch of Phase 3
Fair enough,
comes
fair
a
enough.
host of interesting new
So you don't have to like, go straight for rank 7 with bad gear and get farmed. You can like do this first and then like PvP with some PvP gear. I like that.
updates
I
to
like that.
professions.
It's like stepping stone.
Continuing on from the first two phases, we'll be introducing a new quest chain to give players access to new nightmare armaments, crafting recipes, as well as some fun things for engineering and
New quest chain taking you into the Nightmare and Sunken Temple raid. New epic shoulders, engineering bracers, reusable alchemy flask, nice, and more.
chanting and alchemy. We've also learned a few lessons from the previous phase of professions, so the cost to access the recipes will be essentially free in terms of raw gold, and the cost of the recipes
Okay.
that Ziri offers and Nomergon are going to be decreased as well, in case you want to buy additional recipes
You heard that, guys? Don't buy those recipes. They're gonna be decreased. Okay, save your gold. You don't have to spend 25 gold.
for completion, or you have an alt that wants to snag the recipes for themselves. We think
That's smart.
gold sinks are important and are going to explore different ways later on to do that are not so directly on the critical
Just add the
path
WoW
of gear
token
progression.
already. Like, dude, like you guys don't know what you're doing. Just add the WoW token, bro. Like, fuck it. Let people buy gold, add the WoW token. There's bots everywhere. Who cares? Like, it's already fucked. Like, seriously, like, no one cares about this, okay? The people that complain about this kind of stuff are buying boost and buying summons for 5 gold. Fuck them. Just add the fucking WoW token. It's already
Here's a
fucked
quick
already.
look at a few of the
worry
crafted
about it.
items you can make this
Stop
phase.
putting gold sinks in the game.
There are many more across various professions and for various specs and roles. As you can see, some of
Wait,
these
what is this? Shoulders of the deranged. 104 armor. Tailoring shoulders. Okay. 13 damage. That's really good. Damage spells have a chance to increase your spell damage by 30%. Oh, so this is like also good for Warlock tanks. Maybe this is the Warlock tank shoulders. Yeah, there might be a better shoulders for pure DPS tailors. Requires tailoring 250, guys. So they're increasing the cap to 250. We're not going to stay at 225. That's cool. I like that. All right. So yeah, you got 2 dodge. That's pretty good. This has no effect outside of areas under the influence of the Nightmare. Awesome. But yeah. Then we have bracers here. 14 agility, 9 strength, 8 stamina. Channels the power of the void, granting immunity to fear for 15 seconds. Yo. Big W. Thank you, Blizzard. I actually like this item. Fuck undead players, okay? That's what this item says to me. Fuck undead. Now you have a way as Alliance rogue to have fear immunity against these fucking bozos that think they're good at the game because they have 1 racial ability. Huge W item, alright? Thank you, Blizzard. Put more shit like this in the game. Fuck undead. Screaming Chain Pauldrons. High armor, intellect, stamina. 14 spell damage, restores 4 mana per fire. Damaging spells have a chance to increase your spellcasting speed. I like this. Cool. What does this mean, by the way? This has no effect outside areas under the influence of the Nightmare. Like, what? So it doesn't work outside the raid, I guess.
These items offer interesting new on-equip effects which are applied
Or
while
out-
you're
or
under
out-
the
yeah, I don't know.
influence of the nightmare. If you'd prefer to stay nightmare-free, we've got some cool new items such as the Void-powered Slayer's Vambraces, which can grant you immunity to fear for 15
Insane
seconds.
bracers, bro.
We do plan to allow you to pick up specializations this phase, as well as allow you to level to 300 in each.
What? You can get 300, but these were 250. Wait, what? Wait, I don't understand. So how can we level to 300 so we can make items that are like level 60 items this phase? Can we go above 300 phase 4?
Few new
I wonder.
surprises
That's
here.
weird.
For example, we are adding a quest to allow you to get additional potion, elixir, and flask procs when crafting those types of consumables. You'll also have
Okay.
to do a little bit of legwork to unlock these things, but the benefits should be well worth it. The lion's share of our new toys involving professions specs will be coming after level 60, and we have some very cool things planned there to allow you to make the most of your professions. Well, that was a lot of updates. I hope I didn't forget anything. Josh, I'm not forgetting anything, am I?
Now that you mention it, Nora, there is one small system update you might have missed. But
Epic WoW Team Hoodie, 11 Stamina, 11 Intellect, 11 Frost Res. Increases coziness and comfort by 11. I swear, I read this as Epic WoW Token. I saw Epic WoW T as like Epic WoW Token.
first, hi, I'm Josh Greenfield, senior game producer on WoW Classic. So there is one small
When
system
WoW
change
Token?
coming, and honestly, the update is so minor we almost didn't mention it because we didn't think anyone would really care. But since we're all previewing things, we figured we might as well. So in 1.15.2 with Phase 3, you may
Yo, dual spec. There it is, boys. Is it gonna be free? Pog, please be free. Don't make me buy gold for this. Ahoy, ahoy! They call me Brightbeard, and I hail from a faraway land to the east. I come seeking to educate these on ye proper blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh, 50 gold. Okay, that's not that bad. 50 gold it's okay. It's okay. That's pretty much free. All right, that's like the same as buying your mount after the discount. Good. I was afraid it's gonna be like 500 gold, bro. Good. That's W, guys. Cheap, dual spec. Nice.
happen upon a
Yeah, 50
dashing
gold's
dwarf
pretty
from a
good.
faraway land.
You get 50 gold
that has
easily in level
one
50.
very special talent that he wants to share with you for a small fee, of
Nice.
course.
I like this.
Actually, to be a little bit more specific, he has 2 sets of special talents to share. Like I said, we were pretty sure this wouldn't be a big deal to most players. We probably should have just left it out of the presentation entirely. So, with that, we're approaching the home stretch, but we've got a tiny bit more to discuss, and we want to take some time to cover a few other miscellaneous topics, commonly asked questions, as well as a quick look at how things will start to shape up at level 60. So let's
Okay.
jump right into that. So the first topic here is world buffs. As with the
Ooh. Please, just remove them from the game. I know you can do it. I know you can. I know you have the power to remove these from the game. We do not need word buffs when we have runes, okay? We are doing 1k DPS at level 40. We do not need these anymore. These only make sense when our classes have one spell and we do no damage. Please. Oh shit.
the previous phases will continue to allow you to use the previous world buff up through the current max level. The new raid, Sunken Temple, will also include a new world buff. We'll also be making some rather powerful
Why, bro?
consumables available for exchange on a certain NPC using materials
never
found
learn.
in the Sunken Temple raid. These are spiritually similar to the Zanza elixirs that you could obtain
What? Ooh, if these give you move speed, guys, if these give you move speed, Marathon boosting, it's back, bro. Hey. Unless they don't work, let's see what he
the
says.
Sunken Temple raid.
Yeah.
These are spiritually similar to the
Maybe they
Zanza
only work
elixirs
inside
that
the
you
raid.
could obtain by exchanging items found in Zul'Gurub. They're quite powerful, so you'll definitely want to bring them with you to the raid when you can.
Yeah, maybe they don't
Also,
work in
as
the
with
raid.
previous phases, we did want to clarify that bankable, repeatable
Huge. Good shit, Blizzard. Good shit. This would have been really dumb. Wait, what? Okay, so marks. Okay, very good change.
turn-in items will not
Nice.
function to allow you to level quickly from 40 to 50. We really love the preparation aspects of original WoW, and things like pre-questing are great, but being able to bank hundreds or even thousands of repeatable quest turn-in items to get multiple levels right when the phase begins is not going to be supported in this or any phase going forward.
Nice.
To be clear, this includes things like Marks of Honor, Wastewander water pouches, and the troll necklaces from the Hinterlands.
Good.
One of the big lessons we've learned in Season of Discovery is how tricky it can be to balance the level up journey and the outdoor world, but to also encourage players to play multiple characters. It's tricky to manage, especially against a seasonal backdrop where the content phases are relatively short by World of Warcraft standards. To help out with this a bit, we introduced a very powerful Discoverer's Delight XP buff at the midpoint of Phase 2. And while that was effective,
dude, I was saying this, guys, yesterday. I was like, I hope they don't have a 100% XP buff from 40 to 50, but they have at least a 50%. Because, like, how stupid would it be to go from, like, a 100% XP buff to, like, a 0%? That's, like, too much. Like, that happened in Rat, bro. Like, when Rat came out. So they're not doing 100% because it's kind of, like, too much, right? 50%. This is great. Good job. Good job.
Effective at increasing the speed at which you could level alts, it didn't really help to reduce the fatigue that came with leveling your first main character.
And maybe at some point they up it to 100%. Great.
Have a compromise. This is smart. You will earn 50% additional XP from all sources from levels 40 to 49, and this will be active right when Phase 3 goes live. This is just to give a slight nudge right away. It will still be a sizable number of hours to hit 50, but this will help move that along.
It will
without
take a while,
feeling like you're either just flying through zones or conversely in danger of running out of quests.
Like, keep in mind, right? Like, there's not, like, 40 and 50 is probably one of the worst leveling times in Classic WoW. There's a huge gap. In fact, let me give you an example here. So if you played an Alliance character, something that you are probably familiar with is the Feralas Naga cave. You go in that cave at level 44 and you grind to like level 48. For 4 whole levels, you're killing the same mob for about 12 hours. The reason why you do that is because there's no quests. There's literally not enough quests in the game for you to get XP, so you just grind those mobs, right? So even with this 50% XP buff, you probably still have to grind a bit, but not that much, right? So this is really important. And it's for Alliance. Horde, they're a bit luckier. They got Hinterlands. So don't have to worry too much about it. But Alliance, yeah. Very important, guys. I hope no one's mad about this 50%. You do need a buff. Like 40 to 50 is terrible. Like 50 to 60 is not that bad. You actually have options. 40 to 50 though, kind of rough.
Is your preferred leveling method.
It's just always been a gap.
The 100% buff from 1 through 39 will remain in place as well. Overall, we think that these buffs are a decent solution, but they aren't what we consider to be ideal. We're going to carry a lot of what we learned forward if we do something like this again, and maybe look at other adjustments we can make to help smooth the leveling curve in general. Additionally, as with Black Fathom Deeps before, Nomergon will give a sizable amount of XP for each boss.
You better nerf it, please. Like, Agran, I don't know if you watch the stream, bro. Like, you should probably consider nerfing Nomergon. It's a lot harder than BFD, and let me I tell you why, right? So whenever I do BFD right now, people have no idea what's going on. Like, people join BFD with, like, gray gear, and they just think it's a joke, and they get carried, right? That won't happen in Nomergon. If you're inviting these guys that can't even open a door to, like, Nomergon for XP, it's not gonna work. It works for BFD, because BFD is easy, but not for Nomer. Nomergon is going to be like Ulduar 2.0, where it's harder during TOC phase than Ulduar phase. So please, just nerf everything by 50%. I don't give a fuck. Literally, lower the health of every boss by 50%. Make the Chain Lightning only hit one target. What else? Make the Crowd Pummeler not knock people off. Actually, maybe not. That boss is easy anyway. Let them knock people off. Lower the armor by 2k. No one wants hard content. If you want hard content, install Dragonflight. If you want a hard content, don't be a fucking pussy. Install Dragonflight. Go do Mythic Plus. We don't need hard content in fucking Classic, okay? Grow the fuck up. You want to do hard content, play fucking Dragonflight, right? This game is for fucking idiots and drunk people. Keep it this way. I don't want hard content, bro, and level up raids. Make it easiest. Make me invite 10 rogues and clear the raid. I don't want to have to worry about my comp. I don't have to worry about who I invite. I don't have to worry about checking logs. Nerf this shit, okay? I don't want to do this. I just want to play with whoever I want to play, carry whoever I want to carry, and clear the content, okay? It's going to be old content. Why keep it the same? Nerf it. Thank you.
So continuing to run
It's not good for the game. Look what you did to the fucking player base, bro. This is what hard content did to the player base, bro. Look. This is BFD, this is Nomergun. Does it look better? No, it's fucking worse. Classic players don't want hard content. Stop fucking listening to these fucking idiots that think they're good at the game because they have a 99 parts. It takes zero fucking skill, okay? Just cater to the noobs. Please. Learn your audience. The audience is bad players, okay? Cater to the fucking bad players.
With your guild will be a worthwhile activity.
These idiots are gonna quit SOD as soon as Kata comes out anyway. They're not even gonna play SOD. They're gonna play Cataclysm. Why are you gonna cater to Kata players?
When it is available to you. On the same token, we see Nightmare Incursions as
We don't need 3 hard versions of WoW. We have Cataclysm. It's gonna be super fucking hard heroics, okay? We got Dragonfly, which is even harder. Do we need a hard version of Classic? No, we don't. We have 2 hard versions of WoW already. Make one easy version. Please, man.
to get a good chunk of XP if you find yourself wanting a change of pace from your normal leveling routine.
I hope they nerf Nomer.
There's a lot of repeatable content that gives experience.
No one's gonna do Nomer for XP if you're gonna keep it the same way. Like the pugs are gonna just wipe over and over again.
As for the raid release and lockout schedule, we've been thinking a lot about this, and we've decided to shift Sunken Temple to a weekly lockout.
Yes! Yes! Okay, Spurgatory and Reformed are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. The guild is back. I'm making rosters again. I'm making rosters again. Reformed, Spurgatory, I'm making rosters again. Thank God, bro. Final more 3-day raiding. Like, what the hell is the 3-day shit? We're back, okay? Back until Kata, though. Then it's like kick by. But I'll make rosters again.
And it will be available right at the release of Phase 3. Kind of similar to what we did with Nomergon.
That's huge, guys. That's huge.
Players will have 5 full days to hit level 50 if you want.
It was so annoying to make rosters for guilds when you're raiding every 3 days. It's so much better now. You raid once a week, raid on Thursdays. That's it. Okay? Everybody show up. You don't show up, you're kicked from the guild.
To try and get in a raid during that first lockout, and then the raid will work like any other weekly lockout, resetting on Tuesday or your normal regional lockout.
Easy clap.
We decided to make this swap for a few reasons. First, we've gotten feedback from players saying they would like to have a bit more consistency with their raid schedule, and with the raid size going up to 20 players in this phase, being able to plan long-term is even more important. We'll also talk about this a little bit more in the next few slides, but we're also thinking ahead to what the raiding landscape...
See, raids less is more, right? Like, the less you raid, the more fun the raid is. Like, when you're raiding every 3 days, you're just going to trigger burnout from players, right? Like, you're doing the raid 2 or 3 times a week. People are going to get burned out. People are going to get sporadic schedules, right? Now you're going to only do the raid once a week, and you're going to be looking more forward to that raid, because it's like, oh, I haven't raided in 7 days. I'm looking forward to it, right? And people will probably play the phase out longer because of that. It's going to be really good for the game.
landscape will look like once we...
And if you're like someone like, yeah, but what am I gonna do for the rest of the 6 days? Level alts. I mean, look, you have 50% XP buff, 40-50. You can do the Emerald event, right? From 25, you get Trinket that heals you, gives you mana. You know how broken that Trinket is, by the way. That Trinket is insane. So like, yeah, alts are gonna be even easier level. So, but yeah, it's gonna be sick.
hit level 6.
This is good, guys.
That also informs.
This phase is looking good.
Lastly, on this topic,
only thing that I'm mad about so far in this phase is, okay, nothing changed about were buffs, but I wasn't expecting to. And STV being relevant at 50. I was not expecting that either. Yeah, that sucks, but what can you do?
Be sure we are being
overall,
generous
though,
with
looks
drops
good.
to compensate for this change.
I like
That's a
what
good
they're
segue
doing.
to talk about level 60.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting.
Since we're getting close to 60, we think it makes sense to dig into a few more details of what you can expect starting with Phase 4. This preview is very, very early and in no way comprehensive, but it's just meant to be a minor sneak peek at some things we have cooking. Again, to stress that much of what you will see here is still very much in development, and some specifics could and likely will change. This is more of a look at our general thought process, rather than the actual set-in-stone plans we have. As we alluded to a few slides ago, we plan to standardize raid lockouts from level 50 and beyond to a weekly reset. This includes things like Zul'Gurub, Ruins of Incursions.
Oh my! Oh, I think that's good though. Right? I think that's good. I was not seeing that coming, but okay. So basically, Onyxia's Lair is on a 5-day lockout, and it just creates confusion, honestly. And let me just like kind of walk you through this from the eyes of a casual player, right? So when we were doing BFD in Phase 1, this happened a lot, by the way. You would invite someone, and he's in the raid for like 10 minutes, and then he finally arrives in the entrance of BFD, and he attempts to zone into the raid, and then he goes like, oh, I'm saved. I told it reset. And be like, oh, this guy is so stupid, he can't open the raid info and check. Dude, these guys don't even know they're alive. You understand, like, people that play Classic WoW? Do you know who we're dealing with? Let me tell you right now. Do you know? No, you don't know. This is a specimen. This is a specimen from yesterday. A specimen. His name is Camel Plus, okay? Do not join him in a raid because he's a demon. So let me show you what this specimen did on this boss, okay? So he is playing Arms Warrior with a two-hander weapon, Whirlwind Axe. Look at his damage breakdown. Heroic Strike top damage. So as Arms, he pressed Mortal Strike twice the whole fight, never used Slam, and spammed Heroic Strike. So do you understand that these people are not gonna open their raid lockout, which what is the keybind for? It's like, oh, they don't even know, right? How are they supposed to know, right? They don't know. So they don't know they're safe to the raid. And then what happens, guys? Well, my bad, I'm saved. This is gonna make everything even easier, bro. Now you know, on Tuesday if you're American, Wednesday if you're European, the raid is reset. That's it. So if it's Wednesday, you can raid. If it's Thursday, you can raid. If it's Friday, you can raid. But if you raided on Friday, then you can't raid on Saturday. You're gonna know that, right? It's easier. It resets every single Wednesday or Tuesday. Great. I think this is a W, man. I mean, it kind of sucks if you guys wanted to do ZG every 3 days. It's gonna make the rep grind harder, by the way. Bijou is gonna be more expensive, by the way. Trash farm, by the way. But I mean, dude, there's gonna be fly hacking, mage bots, fly hacking, farming ZGs, crocodiles 24/7. You know, Bijous were like 50 silver in the original classic because of this. So don't worry, the bots are gonna make everything cheap. But yeah, obviously, you know, if you wanted to do this every 3 days, sucks for you, I get it. But I think overall for the health of the game, this is a better decision because people just get confused, man. Imagine you're level 60, you got 3-day lockouts, 5-day lockouts, 7-day lockouts. What's happening? Is that why? I wonder why they made it like that back in the day. Why did you make Onyxia 5-day lockout? How weird is that, right? Like 5 days? So everything's 7 days now. It's good. I think this is something I wasn't expecting, by the way. But Blizzard, good job.
And Onyxia's lair. We also
It's gonna
want to
make it
ensure
easier.
with our itemization updates, many of the items, even in early raids, remain relevant for a pretty good long time. Ultimately, this is a very classic approach, and many items you got, even as your pre-raid best in slot, such as...
I think that's 100% smart. Like, one of the cool things about Classic is, like, Molten Core has gear that is, like, bis until Nax. And it makes the raid still relevant. And you know what's good about this? You have people that are really, really geared and good players that do Molten Core and carry the noobs that have no gear because they're trying to get that one item that they really want, right? And it kind of incentivizes good and geared players to play with newer players versus like, oh, all the geared players don't need Molten Core anymore, so now just noobs left, right? And they can't even kill the bosses. This happens in Rat, by the way. Right, that happens in Rat too. When you go back to Ulduar and you want to get that one item, and there's a couple of demons in the raid, and you carry the demons, and then you clear. Right, so this is good. I like it. It would have really sucked if Molten Core gear was completely irrelevant in Blackwing Lair or the next raid after that. Right, so they're gonna keep it the way it was. Cool.
The Hand of Justice or the Savage Gladiator.
You gotta understand, if you have a 7-day lockout raid system for every single raid, there's gonna be a lack of raiding content versus like raiding every 3 days. So you want to have more raids be relevant also for that reason.
Chain remained good for several tiers, and we want to carry this forward. With this in mind, however, we know you will likely want to run several different raids a week, but we want to avoid a situation where logistics gets messy because you have to contend with a large number of irregular, unwieldy raid log timers.
Yeah.
By the time Blackwing Lair is out, for example, there's going to be a large menu of relevant things to do at level 60, and being able to plan and schedule activities on a predictable cadence is going to be very important. Last quick note on this, while Upper Blackrock Spire is technically a 10-player raid, it's never had a lockout, and that will remain true. It's essentially a 10-player dungeon and will remain that way.
Yeah,
so
of course.
go farm those
What
Briarwood
kind of weird
raids.
bad lockout?
Another very frequently asked question we've received is, what about weapon skill racial bonuses? From the start, we've suggested that you shouldn't need to worry too much about things like orc and human weapon skills long term, and that you should feel good about choosing whatever race you want based on their aesthetics or other bonuses that race gets apart from weapon skill bonus. Every phase, we get asked for a status update on this, and we just wanted to confirm that yes, the solution is coming at level 60. At level 60, you will be able to discover a method to essentially swap in and out up to 2 weapon skill bonuses for your character. So, for example, if I were a Troll Fury Warrior and I had a mace and a dagger, I could swap my passive bonuses to +5 maces and +5 daggers. Please note that these weapon skill bonuses do not stack with each other or with a certain race's normal passive weapon skill bonus. So in the same scenario, if I were a human warrior, I already get +5 maces from my racial skill, so instead I might want to use +5 bows and +5 daggers so that maybe my bow skill had a better chance to hit if I was pulling higher level mobs. Just like your racial skills.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. Oh shit. Okay, so basically you're gonna be able to get like +5 to a skill that you want. Yeah, Horde is eating, boys. Yeah. I don't know. The weird thing about this is like it makes like undead even more OP because now you have the best PvP ratio and the same PvE ratio as a PvE. Like, I don't know. it's a bit weird. I think it's good though. I think it's still good. Yeah, I think it's fine. Tauren Warrior, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy though. All right, so you're basically going to be able to get +5 maces, for example. You want +5 maces. Cool.
However,
All right.
these passives will stack with any.
So troll everything is bis. Troll warrior is going to be better than orc warrior, right? Or actually orc ratio, like the I don't know, blood fury is still good, but yeah, like trolls though. Trolls going to be sick.
Any weapon skill you gain from
Yeah.
items, such as Obsidian Edge Blade or Maladath Runed Blade of the Black Flight. These unlockable passives will be available right at level 60, and while there will be a short discovery to unlock them, everyone who wants them will have access to them early on.
Okay.
Continuing that line of thought, yes, priests will also be able to unlock other races' unique priest spells as well, such as Devouring Plague and
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that.
Fear Ward. We don't want to spoil how this
But again, damn. You just can't be a PvPer in WoW. There's no way, right? Imagine the state of PvP, bro. You're gonna have undead priests with fear. It's so broken, man. Yeah,
this
like,
will work just yet. But just like weapon skills, we do get
Whatever.
asked about this a lot and wanted to confirm that this was also coming and would be available early
I think it's
on at
pretty
level
cool
60.
though. I think it's pretty
There will
cool.
also be discoveries.
I'm not mad
tied
about
to
it. I'm just a
accessing
bit like
these
worried,
spells as well.
but it's cool.
So this is the last big item in our level
Alright.
60 preview, and we think
I'm
it's
just
the most
happy. I'm
impactful.
just happy for the Tauren Warriors, man. Tauren Warriors are not gonna be like Perry, okay? Now they can actually do something. Because you gotta understand, by the way, at level 60, weapon skill is huge. It doesn't matter now because you're fighting 2 level higher mobs. But when the bosses are 3 levels above you, that extra level makes that 5 weapon skill so big. It's insane. You have no idea if you never like played that with that shit. Like, so this is like that's why it's level 60 thing he's talking about. It's more
As
relevant
items
than
are
60.
obviously going to be a major
Right now, it doesn't
focus
matter
of
too
the
much.
new level 60 endgame. We're essentially totally revamping tier sets to add multiple variants for different specs and roles that each class can fill.
W.
We don't
Nice.
necessarily intend to make
Awesome.
a full set for every single niche playstyle in every raid tier, as some classes could end up with upwards of 5 to 7 sets every few months. But we do want to try and cover a lot of the major roles as well as some new playstyles we've added to different classes so that most unique roles each class has access to get something cool at some point during their level 60 journey.
Yeah, I'm expecting shamans to have enhancement shaman tank tier set, and then dual wield shaman DPS tier set, and then two-hander shaman DPS tier set. I also want an elemental shaman tier set and a resto shaman tier set, guys. right? Just come on, Agron, just make 5 tier sets for one class.
Additionally, we plan
Yeah,
to
he's saying he's not
revamp
gonna
many
do that, so they're gonna do like 2 or 3, you know, like so like, yeah, they're probably gonna do 3 for Shaman, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like probably the enhancement is just gonna have 1 tier set. So like if you're DPS 2-hander or enhancement tank, you're gonna have 1 tier set that just kind of covers all. That's kind of what he said, right?
existing non-set dungeon and raid items at level 60.
Yeah, like the Arcane Mage tier set will be the same as the Arcane Healer Mage tier set, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Then you have a Fire Mage tier set and a Frost Mage tier set.
As well as adding new best in slot or
Maybe.
nearly best in slot.
Maybe
crafting
be less
options at 60.
2 tier sets.
We think there's a lot of fun and interesting things we can do with the level 60 professions and profession specialization crafts, and we plan to expand on those to keep crafting more relevant for a longer period of time. Lastly, swapping profession specializations will be easier and more flexible, but will likely have a cost associated with doing so. We're still ironing out the final
I
design
misunderstood that. I thought it was like swapping professions is easier at specializations.
for
Okay.
what this will look like, but
I got a
if
bit-
you're familiar
I
with how
misread
this
there.
worked in Burning Crusade, that might be a good starting point to inform how this might work. Finally, here's a few quick examples of what potential new tier sets could
Yo, okay. I was not seeing this coming. Okay, so Rogue Knight set is tier 1, I think. 1% hit, 1% parry. So yes, he's helping Rogue Tank. You gain 5 energy every time you parry an attack. So this is like for Rogue Tank. That's, by the way, that's amazing. Damn. So if you pull a lot of mobs solo, you're just gonna be full energy. That's really good, guys. You have high parry as a rogue. Blade Dance now also reduces the magic damage you take by 10%. Great. Instead of putting the rogue into stealth, Vanish now grants 90% magic damage reduction for 5 seconds. That is so cool, actually. I like that. So like if you're a rogue tank, you got 8 set, like yo, it's just press Vanish. I mean, it makes sense. If you're a rogue tank and you vanish, you vanish and then someone else dies. So, but yeah, you gotta have all 8 pieces. That's pretty cool. All right, here we got the Paladin, Rat Paladin. Let's just see what it does. So they have spell damage, 1% hit, some stats, no strength though. Increases the holy damage bonus of your Judgment of the Crusader by 50. Okay. Increases the crit chance of your Holy Shock and Exorcism by 4%. That's pretty good. Gives your Paladin a chance on every melee hit to cause holy damage to erupt from them, dealing 300 damage. That's also pretty good. Alright, not bad. No strength on this though, it's kind of weird. But yes, it's kind of like a spell, what do you call it? Like, spell damage Paladin, right? Scenario and Tunic, Resto Druid. Or? No, this is not Resto Druid. This is actually Boomkin. My bad. Boomkin chest. Increases the critical hit chance of Rat and Starfire by 4%. Damn. Increases duration of Insect Swarm by 12 seconds. Damn. That's really big, by the way. Insect Swarm in Classic WoW reduces the hit chance of the enemy by 2%, and it's the only way to do it. There's no other way to do it. It's like a unique debuff. Only Insect Swarm does it. So in fact, in hardcore WoW, as a druid, we were assigned to Insect Swarm and Naxxramas, just for 2% less chance to hit. So like Rogue could tank the Instructor Vesuvius. Anyways, it's really OP. Each tick of Moonfire's damage over time effect grants your next Starfire 10% increased damage, stacking up to 10 times. Wow. Wait, what? So you can like multi-dot Moonfire. You know how hard, by the way, Starfire hits. Like remember that change they made with Star Surge way back in Phase 2 where they nerfed it, but then they made it increase the damage of your Starfire by 66%. I think I've seen people crit for over 2k with it. Yo, Boomkin is gonna be fun, guys. I don't know.
good look
That's a cool set.
These are very much not finalized, so
That 3 set is insane.
of the stats or set bonuses could
4%
and
crits.
probably will change.
You crits
So
for double
first
damage.
off, you'll notice we've got
That's a
a
boom
tanking rogue set with a very interesting 8-piece bonus. We've also got a Shockedin Paladin set that really plays up key abilities such as Exorcism and Holy Shock. Lastly, we have a Boomkin set that really leans into some of the bonuses we've recently added to Moonkin form.
Cool, man.
Again,
I like it.
these are somewhat early on, rough draft versions of some of these items, but we think being able to make exciting new variations of these iconic item sets is very cool, and it's going to be a defining feature of the level 60 in-game. So with that, we're done with today's presentation. Thank you for
There it
bearing
is.
with us on this one, as it was a long one. We've had a blast on this wild season of Discovery journey with you so far, and we honestly can't wait to get Phase 3 into your hands.
I think
as well as
overall it's
provide
good, though.
A bit more information on Phase 4 as we start getting a little bit closer to that. As always, we want to express a heartfelt thanks from the WoW Classic development team. Thank you for playing with us. Thank you for the feedback, and thank you for the participation in helping us develop this season. We'll see you again when Season of Discovery Phase 3 goes live shortly. Thank you again, and goodbye.
All right. Okay, so overall, I'm pretty happy about the 20-man raid and the 7-day lockout, even for level 60. I think that's huge for the game. I think 3-day lockouts, even though if you play one character, maybe that was good for you, but it created a lot of confusion for like just organizing raids, and like it just got people burned out too, right? You're just doing the raid too much. So I think that's good. Interesting that you can level to 300 with your professions. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I think they showed some cool runes. Some runes were like, I don't know what's going on there. Like, I'm not sure about Gladiator stats, like how good that's gonna be, but yeah, it's pretty nice though, guys. Looking good. I like the event is gonna be more PvE focused instead of PvP focused, and STV got changed to be level 50. So if you're like a PvPer, you can do STV still, which is, by the way, probably why they updated it to level 50. And there's also dual spec. That's really cool. 50 gold only for dual spec, by the way. So you don't have to buy gold, guys. You only need 50 gold. You don't have to buy a mount because you have a mount at level 40. So like the gold sync at level 50 is just gonna be dual spec. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, I think that's great.